Most of my friends tell fairy tale stories about their childhood, how they used to play late into the night, how their parents read them bedtime stories, and how life was so carefree. My childhood memory tells another story, a story filled with gruesome and violent images of war and the survival. Imagine falling asleep to the piercing tune of weapons, firing non-stop. Imagine living in a town and waking up in a strange place. Imagine standing 2 blocks away from your home burning in the hands of child soldiers. My name is Chuku Mansaray, and I am 21 years old. I was born and raised in West Africa, Sierra Leone. Walking home from school one day, when the country was in peace, my friends and I would talk about the future of becoming doctors, nurses, and business managers. The future of life, marriage, and kids. War was never in our future plans. But on January 6, 1999, civil war broke out in my country. As a kid, going to school and getting an education was very important to me. Not many other girls had that opportunity. One morning, when school was in session, I heard something I never heard before. I thought it was a gunshot, but I wasn't sure. I remember that day when all the students looking at each other with question marks in our eyes. We turned to the teachers for an explanation, but they wouldn't tell us anything because they didn't want us to panic. Later that day, I heard my teacher turn to her coworker and said, "Tiwa Boma, they're here. The rebels are in town again." On my way home to my family, I went deaf every time I hear a gunshot. I went blind when I saw houses burning. From that moment, I realized my life would never be the same. Education was one of the last things on my mind because I had to think about surviving. My family and I were able to escape from Freetown to Conakry, Guinea. We arrived in Guinea and stayed for a year and a half when my dad, living in the U.S., finally succeeded in putting our papers together to come join him. There was a smile on my face again because I couldn't wait to come and grab all the opportunities that would come my way. My sister and I arrived in the U.S. on July 7, 2002 to reunite with our parents. And from then, I knew my life was going to be different from the one I had back in Sierra Leone. Now that I was here, I was all about education again. I couldn't wait to go to school. However, 2 months after our arrival, school started. And it wasn't all about making friends or smiling. Instead, I was crying for the whole lunch break in the girls' bathroom. I, Chuku, who wanted to go to school every day, became very afraid of school and classmates. I got teased on how I look, dress, and talk. Even though my mother would comfort me every day, I felt like this nightmare will never end. During that school year, I got transferred to another school where I felt like I was more welcome, but I still felt like a blind person trying to find her way without any direction or help. It was very difficult being introduced to the American culture, but I learned quickly and preserved my heritage as well. As a junior and senior in high school, things started looking brighter. I made honor roll. I finally graduated after 4 years of hard work. I then attended Bunker Hill Community College for an associate. Unfortunately, that did not go the way I expected. I found myself struggling with schoolwork and problems at home. I would get up and go to school, but my mind would be somewhere else. I ended up failing all my classes that semester. After miserable months of being stuck with no direction, I found Year Up and a new reason to earn a college degree. Year Up has taught me professionalism, technical skills, and good customer service that I can use wherever I end up. Now, imagine a strong Black woman as a full-time employee at State Street. Doing the job she thought she would never do. Imagine us today as Europe graduates, as CEOs, educators, and civic leaders. Going through this program has changed our lives in so many different ways, but most importantly, it has taught us the immense value of education. Personally, I would like to thank my mother, Tamba, for encouraging me every step of the way. We would also like to thank our instructors, mentors, supervisors for leading us through this way. We will succeed because we believe in ourselves, and anything is possible when we believe. Thank you, and congratulations to the